Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me Swastika, and let me just start off by apologizing for the video quality. I know it's bad but I can't help it because I have an old laptop and जो है अब उसी से काम चलाना पड़ेगा. टाइप इंडिया में तो जुगाड़ चलता ही है. So today we are going to discuss the current affairs from the Hindu for July 17th, 2020. So without any further ado, let's begin. It's me and I have done my Masters in Political Science from Jawaharlal Nehru University. I have done my BA Honours in Political Science from Delhi University. And in case you like my content, then please press the red button, subscribe button. That's the red button at the bottom of your screen. And without any further ado, let's begin. So today we are going to discuss some short news. Obviously, the second thing that we are going to discuss are some articles from the editorial and op-ed pages. One of them is on disabled people being provided the same relaxation as people from scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, and the next one is going to be on universities. So if you would go back and check out a couple of my videos, you would notice that I have extensively talked about universities, India and higher education in the pre-independence and the post-independence period, and I've discussed all the phases that we went through. But this article gives us a more clear picture, and I really liked the way that some of the ideas have been put forward in this article, and I will be discussing them with you. So, in the short news, we see that in India there is a decline in maternal mortality ratio. The deaths have dropped from 130 to 113 from 2016 to 2018. So, maternal mortality ratio basically means the number of maternal deaths per, I think this is 1 lakh live births. Yeah. So that's the number of maternal deaths per lakh live births. So the target 3.1 by the Sustainable Development Goals is to reduce global mortality ratio to less than 70 per 1 lakh live births. So this is in fact a positive development, and this showcases a positive trend that the maternal mortality ratio is decreasing in India. The next one is this article from the Hindu, and this is the editorial on the right side. This one, this part we are doing this article, and this is basically saying that Supreme Court is extending relaxations to the disabled community, and the same that is being given to scheduled castes and scheduled tribes is being given to the disabled community. Supreme Court recognized the travails of the disabled in accessing education or employment, regardless of their social status. The disabled are greatly underrepresented and underprivileged. They are also entitled to same benefits of relaxation as SC/ST in public employment and education. The Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016 is in place, and this is going to be a more transformative Act. According to the 2001 census, illiteracy among the disabled is 51%. So based on this, the Supreme Court judgment is that we will give them the same benefits that we give to scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. So the next one is on the Indian universities. This is right here, editorial page. This is the one at the bottom, this article, and this is written by Mahesh Gopalan, who is an assistant professor, Department of History in St. Stephen's College, University of Delhi. And in fact, I felt that this article was extremely well written, and this just adds to the two topics that I had discussed in my previous video. So he basically goes by saying that before independence, we were all colonial subjects, Indian universities were colonial subjects, and whatever we were taught, it was either to make Indians colonial subjects, which means that Indians in color, but English in taste. So, but in the post-independence India, this trend changed because we became more representative. Our universities lost out their elitist character and they became more representative. So, the initial years after independence, government had strongly supported these institutions to contribute to the nation building process. So institutions like IITs, IIMs and JNU were set up as model institutions, and we were no longer just about the politics of elitism, but in fact we were now more representative, and our universities lost the elitist colonial character they used to have in the pre-independence time. But then what happened? So after 2005, as you would remember, we had discussed new policy on education, and we had talked about how in 2005 certain new things were added to it, and when Manmohan Singh was there and he took up recommendations from the new policy and education in 1992 from Narasimha Rao's time. So, but in the post 2005 time, we saw a bureaucratic centralization. This means that there was a constitution of National Knowledge Commission which emphasized on the privatization of education and undermined the deliberative and liberal character of these institutions. So we know that we discussed this yesterday only in yesterday's video. You should go back to it and see it because I think this really connects well with that topic. And so in NPE, New Policy on Education 2016, there was an imposition of the semester system. A 4-year undergraduate program was made compulsory, and CBCS choice-based system also focused on privatization and centralization. So after 2016 especially, there was a great emphasis on universities getting privatized and centralized. So this bureaucratic centralization has in fact intensified during the pandemic. So when coronavirus happened, the government has started to think that we are the sole masters of universities. They underfund us, and yet they want to establish complete control over us. So this is problematic. The government and the UGC are imposing themselves on daily functioning of the universities, and this is super problematic. The interventionist policy of successive governments has not been that great because they are no longer allowing universities to make their own decisions, but rather state governments and central governments are sitting on the heads of universities and saying that you have to do this. So it's like a master subject approach that they are adopting, and it's problematic. So this points towards an increasing bureaucratic centralization, and this has only gotten worse during the pandemic. So thank you guys. If you like my content, it will be great if you could subscribe. This, as you know, I have tried to make very short notes. So if you like it, then please subscribe. Thank you.